What's going on, guys? It's Sebastian here. Today is day 24 of summer shredding. It's back day and I'm gonna do these videos a little differently for just a little while. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. But basically I'm gonna be showing you what I do in my workouts, like how many reps, how many sets, little tips and tricks on how to do each exercise, stuff like that. I'm not gonna do the montage for a little. I might go back to it, but we'll see. I'm also still gonna be doing the meals, so I'm gonna get onto that right now. My first meal, breakfast, was Kellogg's vanilla almond cereal. I had about 2.5 servings. It was around 500 calories or so. So a pretty decent breakfast, not too bad, pretty healthy, Meal number 2, I had 4 eggs, and I decided to take 3 of the yolks out because I didn't feel like having too much yolk in it. I also had a whole wheat bagel with cream cheese, and it was light cream cheese, so it had no fat, and it was pretty calorie-less, if that's a word I can even say. I think that's a word. And then I added in some yogurt and granola just to top off my calories because I'm trying to put on a little bit of weight, but lean weight, not just bulking like crazy. So that was meal number 2. Lunch. Meal number 3, dinner. It was Easter weekend, so my family, my mom, I should say, didn't want to cook. We went to a place called Pamir Kebab and got some takeout, but it's a very clean and healthy place. We got chicken, beef, steak, rice, and some wraps. So I had half a wrap, about a cup of rice, and maybe 2 servings of chicken and beef and steak combined. Oh, and I also had a protein shake with it. All around, it was about 800 calories or so, give or take a couple hundred. But yeah, not a bad meal at all. Pretty healthy day. And that's pretty much it for the meals. I have a couple fiber bars here and there just to get a couple extra calories in my diet. But that's pretty much it. Let's just get on to the workout now. Before I start my workout, I like to warm up, and specifically I like to warm up my shoulders because any sort of upper body workout always has some sort of shoulder movement. So if they're really mobile, you're not going to get injured as much. So my first exercise are these side shoulder twists. You basically want to keep your elbow tucked into your rib cage and twist out. Make sure that your elbow isn't moving. If it's moving, you're not necessarily stretching out your shoulder. Do about 2 sets of these, or at least until you feel like your shoulder socket is pretty mobile and you're ready to go on to the next warm-up. For the second warm-up, it's pretty much the exact same thing, but instead of going horizontally, you're going to be going vertically. And the same thing applies. You need to keep your elbow in the same position. If you struggle with doing that, get some sort of support like a bench or something, put your elbow on it, and then rotate and use that as your support. Same thing as well for the sets. Do about 2 or until you feel like you've properly warmed up your rotator cuff. For your third warm-up, and I know this seems like a lot of warm-up, but you want to do a lot if you want to prevent injury and have longevity in your lifting career. Basically, all I'm doing is I'm grabbing the pole and stretching my shoulder out backwards as far as I can without going too far, and then going forward as far as I can. Hold these positions for about 30 seconds each. I only do 1 set of them because after that I feel extremely stretched out, but if you feel like you need to do more, then do it. These tips and this whole video is a guideline. If you think you need to do more of something or less of something, then do that. You need to base your workout on how your body feels and not completely on what I'm saying. So just keep that in mind, guys. Finally, on to our first exercise. I like to keep it simple. I do pull-ups. Sometimes I'll do weighted pull-ups because these guys do have a belt in their gym. But if you can't do pull-ups, that's alright. Don't worry about it. You can use the assisted machine. There's no problem with that. You shouldn't be ashamed either. I know some people might feel that way. Don't worry about it. Use the assisted. It's all good. Do about 4 to 5 sets at 8 to 12 reps. And try not to go to failure because this is your first workout, and if you go to failure, you're going to really put a dent in all your other exercises. You're not going to be able to perform them nearly as well as what you want them to. And look at that handshake right there. Anyways, exercise number 2 is a simple lat pull down on the lat pull down machine. I like to use, I don't know what bar that is. I call it the regular bar because it's the one that's always on it. Again, you're going to want to do 4 to 5 sets at 8 to 12 reps. If you want to do more reps, be my guest, but make sure your form stays intact. Don't do 16 reps and the last 4 reps are just complete garbage. You don't want that. Do 12 solid reps with controlled motion and maybe even some pause reps in there. You know what I'm saying? I also like to do drop sets. So let's say I'm doing 120, I'll drop it down to, let's say, 80 to get an extra 8 good solid reps. Controlled, good form. Try to do that. The third exercise is just some simple rows. I like to use, I guess I can call that a triangle. I'm not too sure what that's called, but you can see what it is. I like to use that attachment. I can contract my back pretty well. And a lot of people, how they do this exercise is they like to get a stretch, so-called, so they lean really far forward and then come all the way back. But I find that just uses momentum to pull the weight, and you're not actually using all of your back to pull it. But if you do want to use the momentum thing to pull the weight up, it still does work out your back a good bit. So be my guest and use it. I personally don't like to use it because I like to get the full contraction using only my back. Again, for most of these exercises, you're gonna want to do 4 to 5 sets at 8 to 12 reps. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I should have said this before, I usually do more than 12 reps, but if you're starting out, that's what you should do. Start from there and build up to more reps, or if you don't want to do more reps, put a little more weight on. Up next, at exercise number 4, I like to do bent over barbell rows. Now this can be sort of an advanced movement because a lot of people use their lower back to keep the weight up. But what I like to do is pretend you're doing a stiff-legged deadlift and use your hamstrings to hold yourself up when you're bent over, not your lower back, and then just pull up and contract with your back as I'm doing right now. With this exercise, make sure you don't go heavy. Trust me, I could easily bang out a plate right now, but I'm sticking to 25. I'm putting my ego aside and I'm just doing it, alright? You don't want to injure your lower back or anything. You want to focus on contraction and hypertrophy on the muscle, which is 45 seconds of tension. Trust me. I'll go more into hypertrophy and what that is in another video, but for this exercise, you're going to want to do same thing, 4 to 5 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And I know that sounds so redundant and repetitive what I'm saying, but it's a guideline. If you want to do more sets, do more sets. If you want to do less sets, do less sets. If you want to do more reps, do more reps. Less reps, do less reps. It's all on you. This is just a guideline, alright? Exercise 5, I don't really know what this is called, what the movement is called, but I've seen Bradley Martin do it and that's who I got it from, and when I tried it, it felt absolutely amazing. What you want to do is grab the easy curl bar, put it on the cable at the highest setting, grab it, bend over a little bit. Now that may sound weird, but bend over a little bit, arch your back slightly, and then just contract. That's all you need to do and it'll feel amazing. Again, don't go too heavy on this. You don't need a lot of weight. Focus on the contraction. Do about 5 sets of this. I wouldn't say 4, I'd say 5, because this is where you want to burn out and do lots of sets and reps at low weight with great contraction, trust me. So do 5 sets at about 12 to 16 reps and it'll feel absolutely amazing, trust me. Lastly, this is going to be the 6th exercise. It is your absolute burnout. You're going to do a close grip lat pull down and just contract that light weight. Don't go heavy, trust me. You're gonna injure yourself at this point because you're so tired. Do about 4 sets of this. Don't do 5 sets, 4 sets for about 12 to 16 reps. Smash it out and you're good. You're done your back workout. Now I know this video is a little different, it's a little long as well. I want to thank you guys, whoever stuck around, for watching it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a comment. If you have any tips for me on how I can improve this, just leave that all in the comment, because I don't know anything, you know, I'm just trying to practice and learn. It'd be greatly appreciated. This was kind of just a test run. In future videos, I'm going to try to cut down the time because I can already see it's like 9 minutes long, so I apologize that. But again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, stay awesome, and peace.
Recommend play my song on the radio. You too busy trying to find that blue I saw. I let my black hair grow and my weed smoke, and I sweat too much on the regular. We gon' let them hits fly.